Good morning, everyone. Hello, it's Lasha Orienko, and I am here today, and I'm just going to dive right in. Just let me do one thing here. I hope everybody's having a good start to October 12th of 2023. Can you believe that? I say that every time I go live or I'm doing something on my iPhone. But this time I decided it to do all along. I'm getting my teeth fixed today. So I am live and I am uploading so that nobody misses this. So we're diving right into the story of Analese Micheal, which is based on the movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I've shared with you many a time. If you have not watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose with Jennifer Carpenter, Laura Linney, John C. Scott, Jennifer Carpenter. Oh, I did a little video in reference to they had to do so little for her performance editing wise. Like they hardly had to do anything because her acting was so real. At one point, a cameraman said, "Did you just see that?" Because she's so talented, and I don't understand why she hasn't been in a movie in so long. So, you know, the channel is called Forrest Gump. This channel is called at Lasha, ROJENKO 6907 is the live, and I'm doing the upload and the live at the same time. I'm starting to figure this out. Now, before anybody judges me, the reason that I have Jesus there, and I'm very apologetic to any religion that might be defensive. And I say this with truth and with love. I am so sorry that certain religions don't like each other because of their religion. And I want to take a deep dive into Gaza, and that's what made me think of this book. And I've had this book for at least 13 years. And I've read it, but I've not really had a real a deep dive into it, and the Bible. And when our grandmother, Baba, in she's Ukraine, passed at 98 years, walking on this earth. I hate saying 98 years old. Just like when I did the Johnny Depp trial, I hate saying clean, because the opposite of clean is dirty. Remember when Malcolm X went through the dictionary and everything that white was clean and black was dirty? Does anybody remember that? Okay, anyway, I'm going off subject. But at any rate, Analese Micheal, I am not doing this to exploit her life. I wanted to do YouTube for reasons about myself, and that's still to come, because, you know, I think anybody who takes the time to put up a video and thinks they have the talent for somebody to watch it must have some kind of drive. I don't believe it's narcissism. You know, I really don't. Because my self-esteem is like this. But when I go on camera, I actually feel better. Maybe it was because I was an only child. And my mother, I just want to tell you, made a really funny joke. She said to me, "Oh my God," she said, "when your father, my tato, who passed away November the 2nd, I believe, I can't remember the date of my father's death. And it was November the 2nd or 4th. I was in shock. It was November the 2nd. And then Baba passed on November the 2nd, and if I'm wrong, my father and I had a very complicated relationship, like I'm sure all of you can understand. All of you. And those of you that are subscribed to the live channel, okay, already, you know why I started this channel. For those of you that are on this channel only, this is why I'm trying to amalgamate the channels. I feel like I'm doing twins. Is that how Rachel Wise did Dead Wingers? That's the last time you're gonna see my cracked tooth and my crooked teeth. Yeah, Dead Ringers, Rachel Wise. I put up a bunch of videos and people just didn't get it. But they didn't get it. Or maybe it wasn't good, I don't know. Some people say I'm an acquired taste. That's why I spend time alone. I'm a loner. I mean, a big loner. Now, the reason I have this type of Jesus, I know Jesus was dark, but my Anna, our Baba, and I'm not naming my cousins' names anymore because they'll know Lasha, bad Lasha. See, it's a very complicated and it shouldn't be. I wish we could all just sit around a table and talk like the Last Supper, but not the Last Supper, you know? So the reason that it's, my Baba was a very religious woman, and this was her belief. So can people respect that? And also, just to let you know, my mother wanted me to choose what I believed in religiously, and I was baptized Greek Orthodox. For some reason, I think I'm Jewish. I don't know why. I remember when Andrew Gold said that online on his channel, he said he'd lose subscribers. Why would you lose subscribers if you have Jewish descent? But his sister goes to a Jewish school and they have protection, and he lives in England. I had no idea of these things, so ignorant to it. And then I listened to Andrew Gold, did my own research about Israel. I was thinking of Gaza. I thought there's nothing I can do, but if there is a God or a heaven, and I want to analyze it again, this is the book that I'm going to do. Because if there is a God, there is a hell. I don't care what anybody thinks. And that one line, and I wish I made this up myself, and I wish this was my own thought. But this question was put to the jury in the movie to make the jury think. Father Moore, I can't believe that I remember all this, but I can't act like Laura Linney, and I'm not gonna. I just tried to groom myself, and I really did it the wrong way. That was kind of like, remember Rosie McDonald used to make fun of Donald Trump? Okay, Donald. And then remember Rosie got fired from The View? And she did a really good HBO special, Wally Lamb's movie about two twins. And Michael Buffalo was in it, which has nothing to do with anything. Okay, I've got ADHD, so when I get on this, I will do it. But just whatever I have to get out of the way, I have to get out of the way. I know Jesus was dark. I'm doing this in respect to her. I am not trying to exploit her at all. But if there is a God, then there is a hell. And I don't know what it is at this point in time in life, but we've got to choose a side. But if you're an atheist, that's okay. Because when I went through what I went through with my leg, knocking on wood, my doctor was religious, and if it wasn't for him, I would not be doing these videos. Okay, GM? I wanted to show you something. I think my voice is probably loud enough anyways. Just a second. All right. This is going to sound stupid, and I don't want to do this in person. I'm going to do, all right, I'm doing this reading in like 5 minutes, but I just wanted to share with you. I'm going to pray, light an incense for Emily Rose, and there's another woman that I did a reading on, and her name was Cheryl Linkus, and it was called An American Crime. And I wrote a song, and my voice sounds terrible, but I really didn't care, because I went to my guitar, sang what I thought was in my heart, and on behalf of them, because I believe there are so many people that aren't famous, that people don't know about. You know, these women had movies made about them. But you know what I thought about? Doing tributes to people that nobody ever heard about. I swear to you, I really want to honor ancestors. I think it's so important. And I read tarot cards, and when I told you that I was reading tarot cards, they don't make Ouija boards for a reason, okay? So I'm going to turn off the live, I'm going to turn off the phone. By the time this video uploads, it's 11 minutes, it'll take 20 minutes. And in those 20 minutes, if you're going to watch and listen to her early years, I want you to do it with honor toward her life and not out of morbid curiosity. My first intention was morbid curiosity, and it didn't get me anywhere. I want to stay toward the light because it's a dark subject, okay? And you know what? This is going to sound ridiculous. I don't want this channel to grow to like 10 million people, which will never happen anyway. Because how are you supposed to keep in touch? Do you know, I just figured out how to figure out who subscribed, and a gentleman by the name of Abe subscribed. Now, I don't know how to do what Emma does with the Bubble family and write everybody's name up, but what I am going to do is when somebody joins, I'm giving you a shout out. If you want a free read, you email me at lisarojenko_1971@icloud.com. Now, before I get ready to read her, I have to do my ritualistic incense. I need to bless the house. I need to get my angel, and you all think this is silly. It's not. The more I think about it. I'll be back in 30 minutes as soon as this uploads, and that'll give us all time if you're really serious about doing this, because I'm doing it. I'm ending the live, and listen, as I always say, keep care of yourselves. I'll keep doing the same, but it is like 12:30. I'll be back at I'll be back at 1:10 or 1 o'clock, half hour.